Alright, hello there, what's going on? Right in front of us we have the Norinco NP22, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of an in-depth review of it. I just got back from the range, and you can also watch the unboxing of it if you go ahead and click the annotation or check out my channel. You can view the full unboxing of the Norinco NP22. So we've still got the trigger lock on it, so we're going to go ahead and unlock that right now. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and safety check. As you can see, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. Go ahead and decock. Alright. So, we've also got here the Blackhawk CQC Holster. And we're also going to take a look at the magazines and see how they're actually pinned to the 10 rounds that they're required for Canada. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and break down the pistol. It's already been safety checked. So let's go ahead, lock it to the rear, use our takedown pin, and here comes the slide. So we're going to set this out of the way. Now we have our slide here, so we're going to take out the spring and the guide rod, and here comes the barrel. Alright, now I haven't even cleaned this yet since firing at the range. It still looks like it's in its break-in period, so there it is, all broken down. Alright, so let's have a look at these magazines and we'll actually show you how they're pinned. I'm going to get myself a little tool here. It's a little pin that came with the package itself. So to take down these magazines, they're very similar to a lot of different magazines, including the Browning HP, Sig mags, and so on and so forth. How you take them down is on the bottom here. You have a little knob that gets pushed in. So you have to push that down and then slide the base plate off. Now what that will allow you to do is remove the spring and the follower, which we're going to pop out right there. Alright, now I'm just going to adjust this lighting a bit, and we'll show you how these are actually pinned. So, how these are actually pinned is on the actual spring, right on the bottom here, the part that rests on the floor. You have this little metal piece that sticks up. And that what will happen is when this compresses and the follower hits it, it won't let it go lower than 10 rounds. Now, we're going to show you this magazine here. We're going to load it up with 10 rounds. So we've got some American Eagle 9mm here, full metal jacket, and we're going to load the magazine up. We'll load 10 rounds. There's 10, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's our 10th one. Now the 10th one is a little bit tough to get in sometimes, but she's in. So we've got our 10 rounds. Now we're going to try to put an 11th round in, and you're going to see that it does not go. No go. So we're limited there to 10 rounds. So when this compresses down here and you try to put another round in, it won't go any lower because of the pin right there. Now these are not welted at all. There's no pin on the actual magazine itself. What limits it to 10 rounds is this little metal piece right here. Alright, so we're going to set that magazine aside. And we will put this one back together. And we'll take our floor plate. Oh. And we'll slide her on. All right. There we go. So she's back together. So we've got a magazine with 10 rounds and a magazine with no rounds. All right. So let's go ahead and reassemble the Norinco NP22. So what we're going to go ahead and do first here is we're going to take our slide, take our barrel, put the barrel back in. Now this hasn't been cleaned if you're wondering why it looks kind of dirty. Not yet anyway. Put your guide rod back in the recoil spring. Put them in. Make sure it sits. And then take your slide, bring it back. I'm going to take it all the way and lock it, like so. And then flip your takedown switch up. Now, function test. Now we'll, of course, make sure it's clear. Function test, make sure the decocking lever works. Fire in double action. Fire in single action. And there's no magazine disconnect and no safety, so we're good to go. Now the one last thing you can test is the last round hold open. So put our empty magazine in, and look at that, it holds open. All right. So what we're going to take a look at now is the Serpa holster by Blackhawk. Now I purchased this before I actually got my firearm, but I knew it was going to fit. And it comes with two mounting options. The first one is a belt hook, and this will ride against your body and the belt will actually go through and secure, and it doesn't remove easily. And this is what actually comes on it as default. Now this is the Blackhawk Serpa concealment holster, the CQC holster. Now the other option is this paddle holster. Now what it does is it allows you to adjust for different belt sizes, and it easily slips on and off, and you don't necessarily have to be using your belt either. This will work well if you have a pair of jeans on, and even if you don't have a belt, it will still go over and it will still secure. So we'll go ahead and show you that it does in fact fit the Norinco NP22 as it is modeled after the Sig-Sauer P226. Now I was using this at the range and it worked perfectly. So we have the firearm secured in the CQC Serpa holster. Now in order to draw it out, simply all one does is grabs a grip on the pistol, presses down on the release, and pulls out. So yes, the Blackhawk Serpa CQC holster does work with the Norinco NP22. Make sure you get the Sig-Sauer P226 model. I believe it's the Sig 220, 225, and 226 with rail is the one you're looking for. Alright, so that was a little bit more of an in-depth look at the Norinco NP22, the magazines, as well as the Blackhawk Serpa holster. Thanks for watching.